kids, comics. Silver-haired Bronze Age babe here, yakking about her comic book collection, and today I have a two-for-one episode here. This is scattered around here. You'll see that my tiny collection of book and record sets that the DC folks came out with in the mid 70s. I don't even remember seeing the ads for these when I was a kid reading the books, but I found some on the eBay a while back, and I just, of course, had to have some for the collection. And I didn't drag out the old stereo to actually hear them, but you can find the actual audio versions of all those on the internets. So if you really care to listen to them. But the twofer here is this set from Wonder Woman 1977, because it is one of my favorite women's Libbers from space stories. It's the second story in this particular collection, and Diana Prince is working at the UN, and they get wind that there's an approaching alien invasion. Or actually, they don't even know it's an invasion. It's just spaceships on approach. And of course, the UN and the rest of the world is like, that's bad, so we'll send up missiles. And Diana's like, hey, why are you guys always so afraid of everything? How about if I just go up and talk to them? So she gets the missiles wrangled, and no one gets blown up. And then we meet the Amazon from space, our women's Libber character. Her name is Lyra. And as she says, women and men of Earth, we come in peace. We call ourselves the Psi Women, and we reign supreme on the world of Regulus 4. And you find out that Regulus 4 is, talk about man's worst fear, a planet where women are in complete control. Men are not only just submissive, but they have been infected with some kind of disease that literally plants them on all fours, and they move around like dogs. And because their spaceship is in orbit in Earth, the men of Earth are slowly being infected by the same thing. Here's the President of the United States at the podium, and he's been reduced to dog-like stature, where his wife is basically kind of taking over. So Diana's like, that's nuts. And basically beats up the women's Libber from space. And then she meets one of the Psi men who was on the ship, and he's on all fours, and he, handsome devil, explains, what was going on, that there was this disease, and it left the women of their planet unaffected, so it was up to them to find the cure, but which they did, but because women's liberation is obviously so incredibly fraught, they kept it to themselves. And so Diana took the guy to Paradise Island. They worked on a antidote, and all is resumed. And says here, Wonder Woman is right. We have a chance when we return to Regulus 4 to go back to equals for the first time in our history. Men and women of all worlds are different, and for that reason need each other desperately. Let us take this chance, and surely we will profit for it. I mean, that's a lovely sentiment. But I think what's more intriguing is kind of a very typical approach from the guys at DC on how to deal with second wave feminism. The issue was not about women's equality and social and financial issues, but really men's fear of being just completely ground to the earth and forced to roam around on all fours. So there you have it. Another episode of Women's Libbers from Space. Thanks for much for stopping by. I'll see you next time.